Today we're going to evaluate a function given an equation. On the TASC test, functions represents 26% of the items on the test. And a typical function question on the TASC test looks like the following. So it states if f of x equals to 4x plus 5, which is our function, what is the value of f of negative 3? So our first step is to write our function, f of x equals to 4x plus 5. We need to find the value for when we have f of negative 3. Now the negative 3 is our input value, and wherever we see x in our function, we're going to replace it by negative 3. So we have 4 times negative 3 plus 5. Once you've replaced x by its numerical value, algebra is over. Now it's on to arithmetic. So we have multiplication and addition. You must remember from the rules of order of operations, multiplication will go first. So 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Remember your rules of multiplying integers. A positive times a negative will give you a negative. And now we must add 5. Now remember, when you're adding integers and the signs are different, you will perform a subtraction. So we're going to subtract these two numbers, and we're going to keep the sign of the larger absolute value. 12 is our larger absolute value, so we're going to keep the negative. So our answer is negative 7. Now on the TASC test, it's two parts for the test. You have the non-calculator section. So if this was non-calculator, you would have to go through this working to get your answer of negative 7 right here. But if it was on the calculator section, you would use your calculator. The calculator for the TASC test is the TI-30XS MultiView. This is a calculator that they give you on at the examination. You do not have to bring your own calculator. They provide it for you. Now, if you're going to use your calculator, you would stop right here. And then you take your calculator, and we're going to input this in the calculator just as you wrote it on your scrap paper. So we have 4, open parentheses. Here's your negative. So this is your negative sign. We want a negative 3. We're going to close the parentheses. We're going to then add. We're going to add 5. And notice that this looks just like what we wrote here. And now we're going to hit enter. And your answer is negative 7. Just as when we did it manually. I hope this has been helpful. Good luck on your TASC examination.